All right, guys. Thursday, varsity. Enjoy the day off. For the guys that have been at practice, we appreciate you guys getting after it. We've done live, a lot of team, and one takeaway from yesterday with the defense blitzing as much as they did, they gave us a lot of pressure. They did a great job. We have to get our screen game better, and we really are running three right now: fullback screen, tunnel screen, which is Comet, and our slip screen. So I want to make a video about how to make these better. I'm not teaching it good enough. The details are not there, and that's why they haven't been effective. So it's time to lock down the details of these plays with videos, with playbook, and with practice on the field. So Tuesdays moving forward is going to be a big screen day. If it takes us 30 minutes to just do it on air and then take it into team, that's what we're going to have to do. But our screen game has to get better. Why? When you run their spread offense, right, you can do RPOs, you can do quick passes, but teams are eventually going to resort to sending a lot of pressure, okay? Just like our defense did yesterday. And the way to combat that, one of the best ways to combat that is with screens, right? You get the defense flowing upfield hard, we get the O-line to show pass, run downfield, and then we pop the ball over the D front's head. So I want to show you guys a video of, what this looks like when it's done at a really good level, okay? I have some screens from last year that I can show you guys, but this is Granite, okay? Obviously, one of the best teams in San Diego. So we'd be dumb not to at least look at what they're doing. So they're essentially running Y Comet Cold, okay? So this would be our Y. They're not running the fullback on the bubble. They're blocking with the fullback. So it's very similar, but what do we see here, okay? A couple things we'll talk about in a second, but retreat blocks by the offensive tackles, okay? This is like big on big in pass pro, okay? If we say retreat block, in a perfect world, the tackle gets this DN to run up field, you pass set, and you just ride him up, okay? That's a perfect world. Real world, though, sometimes this guy might go inside, okay? This is kind of a bad example because this guy loops so far inside that this tackle can't take him. But if this DN were to just do a buff inside really, really slowly, this tackle would take him. But retreat blocks are just essentially saying big on big, try to get one defensive player upfield, okay? But you guys just see here, right? This is what we want to see with a screen, okay? Lineman downfield, D lineman upfield, and a hole for the running back to, or the receiver to get upfield. Okay, so looking at this play compared to what happens when we run these plays, what's the biggest difference? Okay, a couple big, massive differences with the guards and center. Okay, there's going to be some very simple cues moving forward. And again, we've said this, but we just got to make it clear. Okay, 2-step quick set for the old lineman, okay? You guys stop any quick rush in this 2-step situation. So you guys are going to quickly show pass for 2 steps, stun, D-line rush. Okay, by stun, that just means get your hands up, stun them while you're in the middle of that 2-step kick, okay? After that point, after you're done with your 2-step kick step, and this is critical, O-line, or the guards and centers in this instance, avoid 2-second level, okay? And you guys are going to see in a lot of these plays I'm going to show you from us, we're getting stuck on D linemen, and it's not allowing us to get downfield. So let's just take a look at right now the guards and the centers for Granite here, okay? Let's look. 2-step quick step, okay? 2-step quick pass set, okay? They're getting a game by the D lineman, so no one's threatening them right away. But let's just say this guy were to go straight into the A-gap. The guards and the centers would stun it while they're in that 2-step. But this is now the critical part. After the second kick step, watch these 3 guys. Avoid. Watch 77 here. He's not getting stuck on 54. He's avoiding, letting him run up field, and now they're looking for work. Watch 77 here. Boom. Taking people's heads off, okay? So this is a critical part of what we're missing right now is we're getting stuck on guys right here. We're either hitting them, we're either grabbing them, we're not avoiding them, just like 77 did. Okay, same thing for this right guard. Watch this guy. He's not getting stuck on, he's avoiding. Okay, he's going to take anybody in this initial 2 quick set step. 1, 2. He'll take anybody that comes his way. But after that, he's avoiding. And boom, all 3 of these guys are in position to get downfield, and they're looking for work. And again, you could look at 77 as a great example. Boom, hurting people. Okay, what's also happening? The wide receiver running the tunnel screen. Okay, Carlos ran this versus Otai. And again, it's not Carlos's fault. We didn't teach this good enough. But it needs to be 1, 2, 3 steps and then get back. Okay, you can see this guy does a little turn, which, maybe helps for timing. If he wants to come back this way, that's fine too. But what has to happen is he gets 3 steps downfield before he comes back. Why? This is allowing the linemen to get in front of him. Screens only work if the linemen are in front of the ball carrier. Okay? And you can see why. If this guy were to catch it and get up here, well, now he doesn't have blockers. Okay, screen, like any screen, it's only going to work if the linemen have time to get in front of the ball carrier. Okay? And also, like for the timing for the receiver, the timing for the quarterback. Okay, quarterback, look how patient he is. He takes the ball, 1, 2, 3, and now he throws it. Okay, so there's got to be more timing for the receiver and for the quarterback to get the lineman downfield. Okay, so this is an example I just want to show you to start this video of how a good screen looks, right? Timing with the ball, lineman hustling downfield, and now we have space. Okay, so let's look at a quick playbook of Comet. Okay, let me pull this one up. Okay, so here's essentially it drawn up with words. Okay, so it looks wordy. We could do Comet with any one of these 3 trips receivers. We can call X Comet hot. We can call H Comet hot. We can call Y Comet hot. Okay. We're still going to screen the F, okay, backside. I think what's going to help this play, though, quarterback and running back, is if you start on the side away from where you're bubbling. So if you're going to bubble to the right on Comet hot, the F's going to go left to right, okay? But everything else I talked about is here, okay? Left tackle, retreat block. If a DN comes upfield, ride him upfield. If he wants to stun inside quickly, you got to take care of him, okay? Guards, 1, 2, quick set, stun any rush, then avoid and get to D-line. Okay, I wrote it here. 2-step quick set, stun a D-line threat, then sprawl to play side linebacker, avoid D-line after quick set. Okay, the only difference compared to what we saw in the video from Granite is the right tackle. Since we are doing a double screen, he has to do a wide set and then work to the linebacker. Okay, receivers that are not tunnel screening, obviously you're going to block MDM. And quarterback, you're just going to throw it to where the numbers indicate it. Throw it to where there's less defensive players. Okay. Let's look at why our Comet screens have not been as effective. Okay. So this is from last year. Obviously, we can look at the one from Otai on Friday. That was just rushed. But let's look at why some of these Comet screens don't work. So this is Z. So this should be X Comet. Okay. Let's see why this doesn't work. Let's look at the receivers to start, okay? Not taking 3 steps, just taking 1. Timing's off, okay? Receivers, MDM. You got to take most dangerous threat, okay? Let's look at this tackle, okay? This is kind of a weird situation. There's nobody inside of him, okay? So tackles in a rare instance that nobody's inside of you or outside of you, then you can just be treated as a guard. 2 quick sets, then go. Okay, let's look at our center. Based on our new rules, he should do 2. I'm okay with him studying the old lineman, but after 2 quick sets, he has to avoid and go. He's stuck on this guy, and now we don't have a play. Okay, let's look at the right guard. That's better by Cena. This is really how it should look. This is Cena from last year. 2, 1, 2, avoid, and go. This is a pretty good job by McGuff. Okay, 1, 2, and then avoid and go. Okay? But the play's killed because our slot receiver is not blocking MDM. And now this guy, well, it's killed for two reasons. This guy's not taking 3 steps. He's rushing it. And this guy's not taking care of most dangerous man. Okay? So we can see why that just doesn't work. Let's look at another one from last year. Okay? This is Z Comet Cold. Z Comet Cold. Okay? 1 step doesn't work. Needs to be 3 steps based on our new rules. Okay? It's rush. Quarterback is catching and throwing, not giving any time for the D lineman to rush upfield and the O lineman to get downfield. So quarterback, take the ball, 1, 2, 3, and then throw it. Let's look at the right tackle. Retreat block. Nope, you should be riding this guy upfield. If he wants to pass rush, you stay on him. Big on big. Treat it like the big on big pass pro rules. Okay, pretty good job by Cena again. Why? 2 quick sets and then avoid and go. Okay, let's look at the center. And again, I taught him this wrong, so this is why it doesn't look right. But 2 quick sets, now avoid and go. Don't grab and throw. Avoid and go after 2 quick sets. Okay, we're closer here though. This is still a positive play. Okay, MDM, good. Bad block, but good thought. Bad. He's what's the word I used to say? I used to say something like wrong execution. Good thought or good plan, wrong execution. The plan was right, the execution was wrong. Okay? So again, just a few details that aren't correct. We need 3 steps. We need 3 steps. Tackles, retreat block, guard and center, punch, and then we avoid and go. Okay? So hopefully you guys are seeing why this play has not hit. Okay, I want to show you another wrinkle. So let me just show you guys the different ways we can run this. Okay, this is trips left, H Comet hot. The H runs the tunnel screen. Okay, we can go trips left. Now we got, this should be Y Comet hot. So now the Y receiver is running the tunnel screen, the number 3 receiver. Everything else stays the same. If we want to bubble the H to kind of pull out a linebacker, that's fine. Or you can block MDM. Okay, but everything is the same between these 3 plays. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay, we got H, Comet hot. The number 2 receiver runs the tunnel. Y, Comet, here's X, Comet hot. Okay, the number 1 receiver runs the tunnel. The H and the Y block MDM. If we wanted to go Y, Comet hot, now the number 3 receiver runs the tunnel. Nothing changes for all the other players. Okay, it should still be the same. I want you guys to take a look at this play though. What if we ran trips right, X Comet hot? Take a look at this. Okay? We're running trips to the right, X Comet hot. Okay? Now we're just getting all the receivers away from where we're running the tunnel screen. Quarterback, you can still look for the numbers. If you think there's more numbers to the bubble, this should be like a key 4. Throw the bubble. If you think there's better numbers to the tunnel screen, throw it to the tunnel screen because we're getting all our receivers blocking all our O-linemen blocking to the left, okay? Literally, nothing changes for the O-lineman on any of these screens. If you hear hot, that's where you guys are avoiding and running to after your kick steps. The backside tackle is wide setting, working to block a linebacker, okay? So I think we can get really creative with these screens if we do these small details right. Okay? All right, next screen that needs to get better is Roscoe. Okay? Roscoe is our fullback screen. Let's look at some good let's look first at our playbook. Okay? So let's go to Control F. Let's go Roscoe. Here we go. Okay. So on paper, okay, how should this look? And again, we have made a few adjustments. Quarterback, running back. I think the best way to run this is have our running back align away from where he's screening. Okay, if we're running Roscoe cold here, he lines up right, he screens right. It's just too easy for the linebackers to key it. So I think a better option is just have him opposite of where we're going to screen him. Okay, let's talk to both tackles. Retreat block, just like the play side tackle did on Comet. You take them big on big. In a perfect world, we're trying to get this D end upfield. Okay? Guards and center. Just like on Comet, let's keep it simple. 2 quick sets, stun any threat, then avoid and get downfield. Okay? The right guard is trying to get the outside linebacker. The center is trying to get the mic. The backside guard is trying to get any roll down threat. But let's keep it simple. 2 sets, stun, and then avoid and get downfield. The avoid is the critical part. You have to avoid to get to the second level. Okay, quarterback. Let's play around with this. Let's take the ball. Let's take 3 steps, quick steps. Maybe we half roll away slightly from where the screen's coming. What could that do? That could set up the the linebackers away from where we're trying to screen. Okay? Some other small adjustments. If we have a slot to the side of the screen, okay, he has to block the mic. Okay? If for some reason, quarterback, you're getting all-out pressure, you're getting no second-level players, this would be a quick throw right now to the slot receiver. Okay? Otherwise, the slot blocks the mic. Okay? I think these adjustments, the slight adjustment with the O-lineman and the running back is going to set this up better. Okay? Can we motion this? Yes. Let's check this out. Okay? Quarterback. Maybe we want to give you a second option. Okay? Let's go wide jet, Roscoe cold 3. Hey, let's motion. Quarterback, just like our RPO game. If there's no movement, if we have numbers post snap, go ahead and just take the ball and throw it right now. We got 2 on 3, or we got 3 on 2. Go ahead and throw it, and let's see what we can get. If they're adjusting to the motion, maybe the linebackers are moving away from where we're screening, or they roll down a safety. Well, then we come back and do our Roscoe screen. Okay, so that would be a small adjustment as well that we can make. Let's look at last year. Okay, the Roscoe plays that we ran, good and bad. Let's just investigate why these ones worked or why these ones didn't work. Okay. Last year we never, we had the back on the same side. So let's take a peek. Okay, retreat block. This is great by our tackle. This is what we want to see on a retreat block on a screen. This guy wants to run upfield. Take him upfield where he goes. Okay, running back. Let's look at this guard. 1, 2, go. Okay, this guard is on this guy a little too long. 2 quick sets, stun him, and then go. Let him run upfield. Okay, center. 2 quick steps, stun, run upfield. Okay, let's look at our left guard. Last year we were teaching this, and it got called for holdings. Stun, and then avoid and get upfield. That's going to be called for a holding. Don't grab and throw him. Backside tackle, retreat. Okay? Big on big. Just like in pass pro on the backside. If he goes inside of you and big on pass pro, you take him. The tackle's got to take him here. Okay, quarterback, let's look at our patience. Take the ball. 1, 2, 3. Great. And now we have time to find the open hole. Okay? First down. Okay, this was a running back last year. Ideally, he catches and gets vertical, but what I do like is he takes a great cut and then gets back upfield. I can work with that. Okay, let's look at our lineman again. Okay, you can see he's too slow to get to the second level. Okay, stay on that block. So there were some good things here. The thing I want to really look at is this tackle, though. That's a great retreat block on Roscoe. Good patience, quarterback, plus play. Okay, let's look at another Roscoe. So here we go. This is Roscoe cold. Okay, let's look at what's going on here. Okay, let's look at the lineman first. Okay, this is not as good. Okay, retreat block still means we should be thick on this guy upfield. Okay, we're letting this guy run too far, too fast to the quarterback. Let's look at the lineman. Okay, show it, then avoid and go. Okay, if for some reason this guy sniffs it out, so this D lineman sniffing out the screen, he's not going upfield at all. If you cannot avoid him and he backs up, well, then you just take and drive him. I like it by these two. These guys are downfield, but our center misses his block. Come to balance. Get in front of him. Okay, that's the guy that makes the play here. Okay, another guy that comes downfield. Let's look at our left guard. Okay, it's cold. I understand why he's going right, but you still got to look MDM. MDM. So the problem with this one is they sniff it out, okay? If we had this guy from left coming right, that might help us distract this play a little bit more. Okay, let's look at one more. So trips. So you guys can see if we motion this guy and then bubble him, that gives the quarterback an extra outlet throw on the screen. But let's check this one out. Okay, Juju. This was last year. With our new rules, he should just stay on this guy. Both tackles, retreat block, and Roscoe. Okay, let's look at our centers and guards and center. 2 quick sets, get upfield, avoid. I like this. We got linemen downfield. Excellent. Okay, running back, quick punch on pass, then show. Quarterback, good patience. This is a good play. The D linemen are back here. The O linemen are up here. We have a serviceable Roscoe play. Okay, and that's why we get 12 yards on it. Okay, let's look at our receivers. Block them. Block them. Stay on them. Stay on them. Okay, but you guys can see there's a lot of good things here. Okay, guards, 2 quick, stun, avoid, and go. Great job by Cena here. Good job by Cena. That's a great job. Cena, this was a great job by you last year on Roscoe. Okay, 1, 2, avoid, go look for work. Go get him. Go get him. Go look for work. Nice work. So you guys can see that's how that bad boy should look. D lineman upfield, throwing the ball over their head, and now we got O lineman downfield. One massive, massive rule for the ball carrier catching a screen pass. You have to catch it behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, if you catch it in front, it's going to be a legal man downfield. So you have to make sure when you catch this ball, you're behind where the ball was snapped when the play started. Okay, last screen that I want to go over, and this is more of a quick screen, so this one takes less time to hit, but we call it slip now. Okay, so here we go. Dubs, Playboy hot, Z slip. Okay, Playboy is just full play action to the left. Quarterback's going to pull it and do a quick throw to the receiver. Okay, the tackle away from the Playboy call. So if Playboy hot is slide left, that means the right tackle and slip has to get out. Okay, how does he get out? Well, let's read our rules. Backside tackle, slip out and look for work. Most dangerous man. Versus a wide DN. So if this DN was really far outside of you, okay, path of least resistance. Go under and then back out. Okay, if you had a really tight DN or you felt like he was going to slant inside hard post snap, go ahead and go around him and then get back on your track. Okay, so path of least resistance. For the slot receiver to the side of the slip, okay, you are MDM. In this instance, we have a linebacker in your face with an off corner. The first threat, the biggest threat to tackle this receiver is going to be this linebacker, okay? So go ahead and try to hook him outside because this is a outside screen or outside throw, and then drive him away from the ball. Receiver, okay? This is not going to be 3 steps like on Comet. This is going to be a jab step upfield, come back to the ball, and then you're trying to get back inside your blocks, okay? When you draw it up, it looks clean, but obviously we're going to watch a play from Friday where it was more realistic, okay? But on paper, this is really how this should look, okay? On Playboy, especially for these quick screens, O-linemen, if you are uncovered, so let's just say there's a nose here and there's nobody in this A-gap. The right guard here can quickly step for Playboy, and then he should be able to leak up field and look for work, okay? I'm not going to be on you if you don't block this play side linebacker here, because really this is a guy that we just have to hope bites on the run fake. But I do think if an uncovered lineman in Playboy is able to adjust quickly downfield, he'll be able to get in the path for the receiver. Okay, so let's look at this the other way. We called it Playboy cold slip. We only have one. And maybe we only have one. Okay. If we called Playboy cold X slip, it would just be flipped. So a few things that were not right when we ran this on Friday. Okay. Let me just again, go over this. Our first two screens we talked about, comet and fullback screen. Those are more long developing, 3 steps by the receiver. We got to give time for the O-lineman to get downfield. Slip is a quick hitting screen. Okay, this is quick show and throw. If we get 5 yards on this, that's a positive play. We're not, unless we just completely confuse the defense, we're not trying to get a 40-yard gain on this, right? We're just trying to get some linemen downfield, and we're trying to get, some quick yardage. What do you want? Sorry. Okay, let's look at the play from Friday night. Okay, we're calling Dubs Playboy Cold X slip. Okay, so let's first look at our receiver. Did he take a jab step? No. What does the jab step do? We hope it freezes or has the DBs back up 1 step. Okay, now he's getting too deep. All the receiver needs to do on slip or on a 1 screen, jab, and then get right back to where you were pre-snap. Okay, so small detail there. Okay, receiver, we know the ball's coming to the number. You need to treat this like a 1 RPO. Okay, get outside leverage and try to hook this guy away from where the ball's coming. Okay, you get beat right here, receiver. Okay, not aggressive enough, too timid, and we get beat. Okay, let's look at the tackle. Tackle, this guy's really tight on you. Okay, so I know Coach Burrow probably said something like this. We need you to just get outside of him now and go look for your nearest threat. I agree with this receiver. This is the biggest threat to make the tackle on the X here. So similar to what I said in a previous clip here, right idea, wrong execution. You need to be outside leverage, and let's take our chances. This tackle, even if he outside releases, he's probably not going to get to this corner in time. I want him to try. I want him to take an outside release and at least try to get out there. But I still like our chances here. If we get a good block by this slot, let's see what our X receiver can do with 12 yards of space versus a corner. Okay? But instead, we get a bad block, and he tackles him for only a 3-yard gain. Now, this play still gets us 3 yards, okay? With the wrong steps by the receiver, by the wrong angle by the slot, we still get 3 yards from this play, okay? So that's the positives, okay? Playboy, okay? So we're not going to have any leakage by the old lineman here because our play side guys are covered. But let's just say, for an example, this nose slanted hard left. Let's just say our left guard here didn't have a threat after he stepped in the direction of Playboy Cold. We could try to get him to leak downfield. But hopefully this is making sense that McGuff, if this was a wide D end, well, yeah, then you're going to have to go under and out. But since this guy's so tight, I know Burhoff said this to you, go ahead and just go outside and then look for work. So McGuff, if you already saw this guy being blocked, you would just try to keep going downfield and look for this corner. Okay, but you guys can see that this is a quick hitter, right? Quick flash fake on the run. You can see what the flash fake does. It gets these linebackers to go away from the pass. Quick throw, and then we're getting upfield. Okay, so that's the idea on slip. Okay, guys. Hopefully this cleans up some of the run game stuff. Let's go to just the big overall takeaways. Comet. Okay. The play side tackle, retreat block. You have to be big on big. Get that guy up field. If he buffs inside, take him. Okay. Slot receiver. That's on the Comet screen. 3 steps up field. Then tunnel back to ball. QB, 3-step retreat. 3-step retreat before throw. Okay. Big one. Guards and center. Okay. 2-step quick set, and you need to stun anybody in those 2 quick steps. Okay. And after that, it is avoid. You are now avoiding D linemen and get to second level. Okay. Those 3 things these these bullet points I think are the major takeaways we got to get better at in Roscoe or on a comment. Okay, let's go to Roscoe. Okay, I need to add on Comet, fullback, start, backside. So if it's a X Comet hot for you, fullback, you're going to go left and you're going to bubble back right. Okay, Roscoe, same thing for the fullback here. Okay, start backside. Okay, if it's Roscoe cold, you're going to start left and then tunnel back to the right, trying to get an extra step on the linebacker. Okay, same thing for guards and centers. It's the same for you. Okay, let's see if we can get this copied and pasted. Okay, same. Comet and Roscoe, same thing for the center and guard for the most part. Okay, 2 quick steps, stun, avoid, and go. Okay, on Roscoe, the center ideally is getting the mic. But if the mic doesn't show up, take somebody else, okay? And then, quarterback, we're going to half roll away from screen. Okay, again, this is going to be something we play with during the week, but we're just trying to get your body slightly away from where we're going to throw the ball, okay? If that doesn't give you a good angle to throw it, Jaden, then we'll just stay with the retreat steps, okay? Tackles, both tackles on Roscoe, retreat blocks. Again, it's the same as big on big and pass pro. Widen or take him if he buffs inside. And then slip. Come on here. Okay. We got jab and back to ball for receiver. Okay, so the receiver that's catching the ball. MDM for play side slot and play side tackles. This is the tackle that's slipping out. So it's the backside tackle on the Playboy call, but it's the play side tackle for where the ball is going. So I'm just going to call him play side tackle here. Path of least resistance to block. Okay, that means you go underneath a wide DN or over the top of a tight DN. So let's make these screens work, guys. They're expensive, but they're critical to the offense we're trying to run. So let's get these right moving forward. All right, that's enough. See you soon.